Hey guys, just a quick reminder that you can check us out on Reddit r/SplitViewPodcast or on Discord, link is on YouTube, and we're also on Apple Podcast and Spotify and also YouTube. Okay, thanks, bye. Okay, what movie did we talk about? What movie did we watch?
The movie Minority Report starring Tom Cruise and no one else, because no one else is important except for Tom Cruise, the massive 6'9" actor that he is.
I meant to look up who that actor is that looked really weird.
While he had his face morphed? Is that what you mean? You weren't sure?
There was a weird looking actor in this movie or something. Oh no, it was the dude who looked like Joseph Gordon-Levitt mixed with what the fuck?
What, Nick
Tyler
Cage
Durden?
or something, was it?
Yeah, Nick Cage.
Nick Cage and someone else.
Who was Tyler Durden?
I don't know.
Brad Pitt
and Nick Cage.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Nick Cage mixed together. But Minority Report. So I guess if we're going to talk about this, we have to discuss whether it was justified precognition.
Yeah, I mean,
I've thought about this a lot, and I've probably mentioned on the podcast. What are your thoughts on this precognition thing?
I think it's one of those things where it's like it's a cool sci-fi sort of thing to think
in
about.
actuality, like...
But yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Like, if we were to use this properly, if we were to implement this,
yeah,
there wouldn't be able to be room for error, is the thing. And like, because...
Can you have error if you're predicting something? Or if you've seen precognition?
I guess not, really. Like, it's something that I just don't see working, because no one is going to fully trust that. What if you were given empirical evidence?
I guess the actual precognition could be completely, like, believable, but then there's always faking it?
Yeah.
Because that's what happened in the movie. Like, they kind of set up a precognition.
I mean, what it is that I'm thinking about killing someone.
Yeah.
Like, I could be... You know how when you're 12 and you're pissed off with your best friend Joe because he stole your pencil, and you go, I'm going to kill him. Do they come knocking down your door and arrest you?
You weren't going to commit the crime. I think it only happens if you are going to commit the crime.
You know, some kids...
That's a question as well.
Like, there's not every... I mean, I've seen Annabelle. Actually, that's a doll. But what's it?
Annabelle Creation?
The Shining, you know? All these creepy little girls and all that shit. Yeah. I've seen them, dude. They kill people.
It only happens when, they get the precognition before the crime happens.
Yeah.
Like, the crime is going to... Actually, no, it's not. The crime... Because... Do you remember the end of the movie when the dude he stabs him, he shoots himself?
Yeah.
They said it doesn't show suicide.
Yeah.
And they saw him shooting someone, or Tom Cruise shooting someone. But then the precognition didn't become true.
It's almost like the Tom Cruise movie plot doesn't have the best continuity in it.
Yeah.
I think it's... Honest to God, I think this movie would have been so much better if they just cast someone else.
Why?
Because I can't unsee Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise...
They should have cast an invisible actor. I just can't not see Tom Cruise.
They just put fucking Jake Gyllenhaal in there or something. Like, he
was like 12.
Okay, well, no, that's like just for an example, you know, put someone else in there, because I can't take Tom Cruise movies seriously, and it's a shame, because I really like the ideas that were in this movie, but I'm looking at him like, this is Tom Cruise, the actor.
I just don't like
the alpha actor, 5'9" actor that is Tom Cruise.
What does that mean?
Well, because we were making fun of it the whole time, because he has like a contract where the shots have to be like shot up like this, so he looks like he's 8 foot. But he's actually fucking 5'8".
This movie kind of predicted some technology, didn't it? The gloves. So how... I get what it is, because in uni I did a course called like polymorphism or something, or like... there was some word for like something that mimics a real-world interface. So basically the idea, the concept of a desktop on a computer mimics a physical desk that you have things on. You can move things around, you can put windows on it, you know, like open a book and do stuff with it. And this interface, it's mimicking like a scrubbing dial or something. Like,
right.
What is it mimicking?
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't have the ability to predict quite where we'd be in that sense, I think.
We don't have the ability to predict where we're going to be in 10 years, Jordy.
No, I know, okay. But, like, when they made that movie, they were like, what looks cool? And they did that.
But
it's Tom Cruise.
From a practicality... Fuck, what is
I mean, that being said, I was thinking about it, right?
Practicality, that's right, yeah.
If you do it... We do that exact thing in VR. That's exactly what that is.
No, we don't.
Except you don't do all the stupid hand movements. You have a clear, concise, pinpoint way to click on something.
Yeah.
But it's floating in the air, and we're going like this, or moving stuff around.
I guess
you do kind of do that. It's just that it's more controlled, and it makes more sense to do it this way than have your fucking super alpha gloves on, which have 4 out of 5 fingers holes on it.
Why do they... Yeah, they're the reverse of artist gloves.
Yeah.
The gloves that they wear so they can glide across the surface.
Yeah.
But I just don't... I think it would be faster. Because what is he doing? Like, let's analyze what he's actually doing with the interface.
Well, what he was doing is he's, like, scrubbing through the...
He's literally
videos.
just scrubbing.
Yeah, just scrubbing, yeah.
And then he's, like... taking screen dumps and then correlating that with like
he's enhancing every now and then as well, you know.
So to me, just having a scrubbing dial, just having.
I mean, that's not cool though. That doesn't make for good cinema.
In whatever year this came out, that would have been cool.
I don't think so, dude.
Yeah, it would have.
Would that have been cool compared to a massive fucking panel using like doing martial arts?
In actuality, like. The thing with that as well, everything is made out of glass and it looks really delicate.
Yeah, that's what every single movie from that era that was trying to predict the future with future shit always used glass.
Well, I guess it
literally all of them.
It was, they say, how like there was the space age and like the war age or whatever, like we have ages that we kind of go through.
Yeah.
The
I don't
term
think there was ever a war age.
I don't know.
But...
the term space age.
Yes, yeah.
That's they say we're in the glass age because we're getting so good at glass technologies, like making touchscreens, making lenses, making screens and all that. I guess that was kind of at the time what they were going for,
But they didn't. Could they have known about the glass age at that point?
They were creating the glass age.
But no one was making the iPhone 10 when they were making Minority Report.
They were designing the sounds for the iPhone 10 at that point, or the iPhone 4 or whatever.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah.
There's a part where he uses like an iris scanning. That's a big thing.
That was a thing that they definitely got. Yeah.
That's one of my like passions. That's something I want to work on eventually. Is like an iris algorithm. I want to make an open source like interchangeable iris algorithm, which I think would be cool. But
I don't know how you would do that.
Funnily enough, it's really fucking hard because
I was gonna say that sounds a little bit difficult.
Not even from a code standpoint, getting an image of an iris, and also your pupils dilate and constrict, so your iris changes. It stretches and squeezes. But yeah, this movie has iris scanning, which is neat. And at one point, he goes to an elevator or something, scans his eye, and then it's the iPhone charge / sync sound.
Yeah,
and
you'd know it if you heard it. If you can't think of it off the top of your head,
like fucking Rain Man, I was like, wait, hold. Jody was like, "What? Well, yeah, I guess
Enhance."
So. And I reversed and I played it. I think I noticed the Windows 7 like alarm sound as well, like notice sound, like that bell thing. But
yeah, no, I swear to God, they just fucking stole that from them because it was too close.
Yeah, like from a technological standpoint, like there are a lot. It's weird because at the time it would be like, wow, look at these futuristic concepts, whereas I think we missed a lot of stuff that was futuristic at the time because it probably is normal to us. Like the concept of using a computer for everything and just doing daily tasks on a computer. Like there's a lot of computers in this movie. We didn't even think about that.
Yeah. We do tend to gloss over that, don't we?
Yeah.
It used to be a privilege to use one, and you also had to know how to use one at that point.
Exactly.
Like you it's not just turning it on and then you open Twitch and watch the Flickview podcast live. You have to, you have to DOS box.
Yeah.
That's the only word I know based on old computers.
DOSBox is an emulator, Jody.
Yeah, well,
for DOS.
And I know that from a JonTron video, and that's it.
You'd Windows 3.1 it, Jody.
Exactly, yeah.
Gabe Newell worked on.
You sure
Fun
would.
fact.
You sure would.
So, I guess we should go back to the main kind of question this movie is asking. Is precognition ethical?
I mean...
Is it justified?
If you could definitively do it, I suppose so, but what counts definitive proof that someone's going to do it?
Well, I could. That's the start.
Every single person on this planet has thought about doing that to someone in their life.
Yeah, but okay, so definitive proof, right? At the beginning of this movie, we see the dude, like the bumbly old dude, get cucked by his wife.
Yeah.
And we see him about to murder her.
Yeah.
And we saw the precognition of it about to happen. So to us, that's like, oh yeah, this works. Look how it works. You know, that's evidence in a way.
But all he's doing is
he's going.
He is acting on it.
He's holding a knife about to stab.
But how I can't get around the fact that, one, how are we reading people's minds to get this to work anyway?
Neurological stuff. We can do that with machine learning.
And
nowadays.
also, how are we getting video of this happening before it's happened?
Machine learning, dude.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
We can actually get images from people's brain today. They're like 64 by 64 blurry images, but we can see people's dreams today using trained machine learning algorithms. Like, we can do that.
Well, I guess, but like it's
getting fucking stylistically shot like fucking cinematography footage from someone's brain, though,
and controlling it with your Mega Man gloves type thing.
Let's talk about how in this movie the way they know the killer's names is that a machine carves a block of wood into a ball, varnishes it, puts a clear coat on it, and then engraves it.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
That was just to be cool.
Why?
That was just to be cool.
Maybe it looks cool, yeah, but
that's
why not just have a fucking...
There is no use for that.
Why not have a receipt printout, or even just have it on the screen?
Or when you're looking at it, it decides that right there and just puts it on there for you.
Exactly.
That would make sense.
Yeah, like Tom Cruise.
Think about, like, if this precognition, right? What if you only picked up on it at the last second, right? I mean, I know the whole thing is it kind of alerts you, but say you missed it, and you're immediately you're looking at this and this needs to happen quick, and you're waiting for his name to print out and carve. Now, hang on, my perp is still being varnished. Give me a second, I'll get him in a second.
What if they grabbed the ball and fumbled and it dropped on the ground? It skidded around like a little marble.
Exactly, you lost it. It's like, can we reprint that one, 3D print it again?
Another kind of weird thing in this movie is that Tom Cruise is considered he's a criminal because they've convicted him as they've read his Miranda rights already when he saw that. Somehow his iris still works and he can get into the facility.
Yeah.
Why?
Because movie.
Fucking gyms do this. Gyms, if you don't pay, they de-authenticate your credentials. You can't use the tag anymore.
I mean, theoretically, that should have happened because that makes for a good movie obstacle.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that adds for more tenseness. This was a long movie, though.
It happens 2 or 3 times. The wife uses a fucking eyeball as well to do that.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. And it's very strange, especially considering where they were going as a super fucking top secret, police place base thing. I don't know what you call them in the future, but precognition center.
Yeah, isn't that a part of your brain? That's probably just a lobe in your brain.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think if I was the police commissioner and someone came to me and said, "Look, I've been working on this thing, right? It's called precognition. It lets me I can see if people are going to think about doing something and are actually going to act on it. I can tell if someone is going to definitively do something.
Yeah."
You want to use it? Let's arrest everyone, right? Let's arrest everyone that's going to do something bad. I'd be like, I'm going to need some lots of trials on this.
Isn't that what they did though? They did trial it,
I guess. But how were those
people?
The first people who were convicted by that?
How were they convicted?
Exactly. It's you can say, oh, well, we trialed this new thing where we can read your mind, and we knew you were going to do this.
I guess
people are just going to say, well, you can't read my mind, bro. This
is not reading their mind. It's reading the fucking precog's mind or whatever.
Well, that's true. I forget about the middleman that comes in with that, but...
You forget about the 3 fucking weird bald albino people in a bath of water, and the guy fucking combing their hair and stroking them, being like, yes, good.
I do forget about that. Yeah.
I want to forget about that. I guess they just kind of waited to the last second. They as police went there, waited until he had the knife in a stabbing motion or whatever, and be like, okay, he's definitely gonna kill them.
Yeah.
I guess they waited for conclusive real-world evidence of it happening.
But, I mean...
Also, hello, our only viewer.
Yeah, howdy.
Yeah.
But, would if you were to even wait I've done, you know, like say you're gonna jump off a diving board.
Yeah.
Like, you can be about to do it, you know, you're talking yourself up, you know, like, me, I'm gonna stab this bitch now, right? I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
You're ready to do it, and then you just back off, you know. But I could do this, the police see me, and then I'm being tased because I've thought about it and I've nearly done it, but I'm holding myself back.
You would
know?
get tased anyway for doing that.
Well, I suppose that's true.
But
if I'm only thinking about it,
that's what the movie boils down to. Can you truly, like... Okay, say you do have conclusive evidence that it's going to happen. You showing up is going to alter that outcome, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Are they still going to stab them, even though... Like, you bust through the fucking ceiling... You get scared you scare someone.
Exactly.
All that's happening is they're about to kill. They're not in the act of killing someone. They were about to kill someone.
The difference is like when you see all of the precognitions, they aren't there because that's not the original timeline of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he's going to stab them, you don't see Tom Cruise in the background looking extremely tall.
I guess
you see just him.
In the movie as well, it's only treated as a possible outcome. Because,
exactly.
Like I said before, at the end of the movie, the precog doesn't happen.
Yeah.
He kills himself.
So it can occasionally be wrong.
Yeah.
And if you were going off the fact that you could precognitively tell that someone was going to do it, it would have to be perfect.
How about what? Okay, let's think about this a different way. Let's think about it in today. What if we had a machine learning system that could analyze your Twitter, your like movements in public, and tell you whether this person is about to kill someone? Would you arrest them because a machine that's trained on millions of people's data and has been trained on people who have killed people, and it has a 99.999, say it has a 100% accuracy. Say this machine can collusively tell if someone's about to kill someone based on all their data. Would that ever be would you just arrest them even though they haven't done anything?
No, because think about it.
But this machine has been trained on, like, this machine has looked at what, like, school shooters have done and all that. It's looked at data of previous killers, and it says, yes, this person is about to kill someone, even without giving the result.
But it's based on the data that they are posting online and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. What I'm saying is this machine is proven to have 100% accuracy. This machine conclusively can tell you if someone is about to kill someone.
Well, then that would work.
But they haven't done it, though.
Because that's impossible.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this,
because if it was to go off things that I uploaded on Twitter and all that sort of stuff, which is nothing because I don't think I've ever used it. But if it went off that, say if I was on the toilet and said, like, man, I just killed this toilet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm saying all this shit, like, but it's a joke.
Well, no, you're like, sir.
Like, I could say, like, I fucking hate whatever. Like, I just want to kill Donald Trump because I don't agree with his views.
What I'm saying is
it going to be able to fully determine?
No, it's a machine learning algorithm, so it's trained on data of people who have committed crimes, who had a Twitter and social media, and machine learning algorithms can pick up on patterns. That's what they're good at.
Well, that's how you train them, isn't it?
Yeah, we don't understand how they work, but they are so incredibly good at identifying patterns that they have such a high accuracy. So you train this on data of people who have committed crimes, and through this training process, it has gained a way of detecting if someone, like, is a killer, essentially.
See, I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
But it's how it detects that is what...
Well, no, this is a real thing that could exist.
I will never be able to see this happening unless I know.
We have a machine that can identify whether something is a dog without given, like, what... that specific image ever. We have like programs that can identify nudity without ever seeing that specific picture before. Just because they've seen a bunch of other pictures that
bunch of dicks.
People have marked as nudity.
Yeah.
Like, it's a pattern recognition thing. Everything is patterns.
But I might just have Charles Manson's walk, you know? If I'm getting picked up. Maybe I walk like Charles Manson and I tweet the same shit that I'm guessing he doesn't tweet that much because I think he's dead.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
If it worked 100% of the time and it was foolproof, of course we'd use it.
I don't think we would, because we're an evidence-based society,
but if this is conclusively true, that's evidence.
It's prediction. It's not evidence. It's prediction.
Well, that's true.
It's not evidence of a crime. It's evidence that they're likely to commit a crime. You know
I suppose
mean?
what you do
It's
is
like a
you'd use
psychoanalyst.
this to track people
Yeah.
who you would maybe they've committed a previous crime.
Yeah.
And then you go, right, okay, well, we know what this man does, where he hangs out and all that, so we track him, and then you know when he's going to do something next, and you go and grab him.
Because this machine is essentially what's
Once you've
happening
seen-
in
yeah.
precognition.
Yeah.
And then you have a different argument. You said they would use it 100%. It would be good.
I'd say you'd use it 100% if you could
Yeah.
definitively say that it worked. Because
guess.
there's no room for error in the law. There just isn't. It's such a meticulous... I mean, there's like old statutes and all that shit, which I'm pretty sure there's still a law right now. They might have only
Old
just...
statutes. What are those called?
Statutes.
I've never heard it pronounced like that.
I mean, that's just another word for legislation.
I think you said
But-
statues, and I was like,
No,
okay.
statutes.
I'm sure there are a lot of old statues.
Almost all of them
Yeah,
are
what were
old.
you saying, sorry?
But I'm pretty sure there's an old like piece of legislature, we'll say then, that says
Legislature?
that you can't like go over a certain speed on a horse cart, and that's still a valid law.
Your face will melt off if you go too fast.
No, it's illegal
Jody.
to go like 50 k's an hour on a horse carriage in Queensland or something.
Is that possible?
I don't know. I just made that
Yeah.
up, but it's something about being on a horse carriage. And you can't go a certain speed or something, or they can't eat a hay bale on the side of the road anymore or something. It's really strange, but there's a bunch of things like that. But if you're dealing with someone's freedom,
Yeah.
an entire person's freedom, potentially for life, if they were planning on killing multiple people, it needs to be real. It needs to be truthful, and it needs to be correct.
Yeah. But, like, for me, it always, like, I'm very split on whether I would, like, be okay with this system, because...
I mean, I want to be a cop, right? That's what
Yeah.
I am doing my study for, and I want to be a detective ultimately, and I wouldn't use this.
Yeah, because it put you out of job, Jody. Put you out of job.
If someone needs to go out and get him still.
Yeah. Someone needs to confirm that it's made.
Yeah. I wouldn't
How
be out
would
of
you confirm that as well? How would you
I guess you just have to wait for them to be close, like
That's-
you would in Minority
That's the
Report.
only way I could see it happening. Like, they wait until the last second, they're holding the knife
But
up.
that is
or
such a
they've bought
fucking
gun.
risky game.
Yeah, like,
to play.
that could be considered, like, not helping, or, like, letting someone fall into harm's way, couldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's I mean, first of all, the amount of resources you'd have to spend on you'd post someone up for like a week, making sure that what they're doing, probably way more than a week,
Yeah.
actually. You'd have them watching every single
guess
move
it
they
would-
made to make
It would
sure.
just be a way of, like, getting...
and then be super close when they were about to murder someone.
It would just be a way of getting leads, I guess. Like, they would
Yeah.
probably just they wouldn't use it as, like, primary evidence. They would just use it as, like, here's where to
Supporting
begin.
evidence. They would say, like, we found the murder weapon, we got this, that, the other, we saw this witness saw
Or
him
just-
do it. And we also have the precognition software that said that he was likely to do this at this time, whatever.
Just something to, like, show you, hey, here's someone you should look at, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't know, there's a lot to talk
I'm
about.
not sure it would be admissible in every case.
No.
And
In-
it being evidence is a different thing, but it being admissible in the case is completely different.
In Minority
And that is for
Report-
every single judge to judge. Judges judge independently what bit of evidence gets into a trial.
How would you prove that it's actually outputting, like, correct? How could you prove it's not doctored as well, you know?
Or like, I mean, the only way to test if it's right is to wait for someone to kill someone.
Yeah, but what if someone was rogue and they, like, to plan a murder, they just, like, they were the program and they really fucking hated someone and they could just fake the output, you
I
know?
mean, that's the possibility.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
I just feel like it's true, even, like, let's say it does work 100%, because there is the possibility of faking out an output, and because of the way the system works in Minority Report, not in real life, you are arrested purely based on this machine's output.
Yeah.
So if you doctor that, someone is just instantly arrested and put into, like, super prison, mind
Exactly,
prison.
yeah, super mind
Could
prison.
you ever trust it just because there is a possibility of it being doctored?
No, I like, because I'm studying what I'm studying, there's just no way I
Yeah.
could really see this working unless it was 100% foolproof true.
Yeah.
But we are a ways off that.
I feel like that's we had a lot to talk
I mean,
about.
we're a ways off it being implemented and used and becoming a normal thing.
I feel like
Law is ancient, man. We're still in the
Yeah.
fucking Stone Ages when it comes to that type of shit, and we're going to stay that way for a
this
while.
machine learning thing that I was talking about, I feel like it probably exists in some limited sense.
I mean, probably.
Like, if not, it's going to be invented, because that's just such
It's one of those things.
not just just something that it's like a red flag thing. It just marks people as,
Yeah.
hey, they have disturbed thoughts, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anything else to talk about?
No, I think that was a pretty
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah, we spent quite a lot of time talking about it.
I suppose we'll put a little bit of a thing at the end of this episode. If you want to catch the Flick View live from now on, I guess we'll do it live from now on.
Yeah, might as well.
You can check it out on Tom's Twitch channel, Tom Goff, Gough.
She doxing
Tom
me, bro?
Goff. You can visit visit us there. It'll be every Monday Australian time.
I'm impressed that you can spell my last name.
What's a lot easier to spell than mine.
Well, fucking no one knows how to spell my last name.
Yeah, well, I got it wrong a fair amount when I first met you.
Okay.
And I also thought it was Gao when I
I guess
first
I
met
can
you.
also spell your last name, so.
Yeah, I mean we've been around each other a little while, so you know.
We've certainly been around.
Oh, we've been around each other. Oh yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, be sure if you want to check us out live, you can do that
Yeah.
every Monday. So we'll see you later, everyone.
Yeah.